Welcome, viewers. Welcome to our part 4 of the video series. In this video, we are going to discuss the Sustainable Development Goals, the definitions, and the 17 goals of SDG, and how to relate this with your capstone project. Now, let us start. Before we start, let us first recap what you've studied in the previous video, that is part 3 of Unit 4. So, in the previous video, we have seen how to create an empathy map using the online tool, right? How it is useful uh, in our design thinking framework also. So if you remember, there are four quadrants in the empathy map. One is what the user says aloud about the problem. Another one is what the user thinks about the problem. Then there is what the user is feeling about the problem. And the last one is what the user is doing about those problems, right? So you are concerns about users' expectations while creating the empathy map. And by doing observations and investigative skills, you make this or create this empathy map. And for creating, you can use the online tool. You have seen all of the hands-on activity, right? Now let us start with today's topic. So what is SDG? I think all of you know it, right? We have been studied this in our class 9th SST, classes, and also in class 10th, also in the SST. You have studied this. You had this chapter in class 9th AI also, right? If you remember. So in general, the sustainable development is basically a development that meets the needs of present generation without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. So, in simple words, if you understand it, basically, it is basically, for example, whatever that we are doing right now, if you think that it is ours only, so we will be doing it, or utilizing those things only for ourselves. We'll not be thinking what will happen tomorrow, right? But sustainable development is basically where you think about what will happen if you do this, right? How much you should consume, how you should consume, so that it also meets your need or today's need, and also you save it for future, so that your future generation who will be coming after you on this earth, they can also use those the things that you are using, right? Now, this sustainable development is very important while doing the capstone project because, as you know, we have sustainable development goals. The 17 sustainable development goal that is decided in the United Nations conference, right? So, our whatever our problem or actually our solution should be aligned with one of these SDGs, right? We should be able to solve or achieve any of the goals that we have set, the 17 SDG goals. So the aligning AI with the sustainable development goals is our focus or priority here. Now, these are the 17 sustainable development goals, as you can see on the screen, right? So the first one is no poverty, and the second one is zero hunger. Then third one is good health and well-being of the people. Then fourth one is the quality education. So on 17 sustainable development goals that was set by United Nations and all the other countries, and all the other countries are they are targeted, they have been given a target to achieve this goals by 2030. Right? So it's our responsibility, it's your responsibility, being a youth of this country, that you should solve the problems, you should do the things in such a way so that you achieve our nation to fulfill these targets, to meet these targets. Because because if you don't do that, right, then whatever things that we do in today's life will not matter a lot, right? So let us take one example that how you will connect your capstone project to this SDG. So if you think about a problem, a simple problem, for example, you take the SDG 2, that is zero hunger, right? So tackling global challenges in sustainable and healthy manner. That is what we are doing in this SDG. So an AI application, if you think an AI to optimize healthy food habits, manage food supply to rural areas, and predict crop yields based on seasons. So these are the solutions which will not only just benefit you economically or benefit to benefit the system or yourself, it will also benefit the future generation. And while making these AI applications, you will be also achieving the sustainable development goal number two, that is zero hunger, right? So I think you are able to understand how it is connected to the capstone project. So whenever you will must use or choose a capstone project or a problem, you should always try to see whether you are trying to whether you are able to achieve any goals, sustainable development goals or not. So if you want to read more about these topics, then you can visit this scan these QR codes and download the handbooks provided by AI, and you can get the details out of it, right? Especially if you download this code book, right here, you will see that how each and every problem of the project that they have chosen, the caption projects are listed out here, how all those projects are related to one of the SDGs, right? So do check it out, and you will be able to understand that how to align your problem or the solution with the SDG, right? So thank you. That's it.